Thank you for freeing me. The Mother of Death likes to play these little tricks on me, to remind me of my place. But she also sent you here to help. Let me return the favor, Exile. We will meet again in town, and then I will help you illuminate your path. Seeing Stone drags me deep into its core, where every instant into eternity is known all at once, like limitless rings on a tree trunk. Yama, like a torch in the mist, guides me back from the stone's infinite visions. An ordinary day, marked by an extraordinary rebirth. An ordinary life, an ordinary day, marked by an extraordinary rebirth. Smelling of beast and blood, a master hunter seeks aid.
Quite sure of yourself, aren't you, Huntress? The Warden enjoys the taste of overconfidence.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lioneye is dead, his legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman and child from Lioneye's Watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Karui blood when our mighty Warden delivers his judgment upon them.
My loyal Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone. Dominus.
Come and share it with me. Let me embrace you.
I've done for you what I would do for any wounded animal, Brutus.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lioneye's Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thormetic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flesh and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and you're patient with it. Trust in that bountiful talent of yours, Chevron. My thoughts are with you. Malachi.
For some, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy? Only you know the answer to that one. While we live, we are blessed.
The Warden's free of his own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches off death, you'd better have one of these, for luck. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know. Farewell.
are at the end of days, Exile. I knew you would pass this way, Exile. Einhar is smarter than he looks, yes? There are more powerful beasts nearby. The Burning Menace. A Hellion like no other. I will need a special cage for this one, maybe. She is surely explosive, I hope. But there is another as well. Angelath. Beware, survivor. It commands the very skies. These beasts make Uzbek look like dryback. You will need special nets for these. Strong nets. Here, I have made them. Einhar is well prepared. Use these strong nets. Catch these strong beasts. Perform strong rituals. Gain strong blessings. I knew you would pass this way, Exile. Einhar does not like the goats that walk like men. I will be glad to see this one sacrificed. So will the first ones. It will be waiting in the Menagerie for you. Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie. Greetings.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the Menagerie. The menace is now mine to worry about. At least until you wish to sacrifice it. This Hellion will be waiting for you in the Menagerie. Visit it before you kill it, if you want. You want me to give you a reward? You misunderstand, Exile. This is the reward. You have a beast now. That is reward enough, yes? The first ones are watching. Hello. Prove to the first ones you are worthy, Exile. You are truly a survivor. The crunch of bone, the splatter of blood. Is there anything as satisfying? You have proved you're a survivor, and the first ones have rewarded you. Capture more beasts, perform more rituals. This is what we will do, yes? The first ones have many blessings to bestow. We will discover them. Now go, survivor. More beasts await. See you, survivor. The end is coming, Exile. Of that, I'm sure. Just not so sure when. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe 3 years from now? No more than 3 years from now. When the end arrives, we must be ready. The first ones will return. They will bring the survivors with them to the Great Grove. We must prove we are worthy. We must sacrifice the beasts we find at the blood altar. Feed the altar the blood of these beasts, and the first ones will bless us. And, perhaps, reveal to us their secrets. Great job, Exile. Einhar will take the captured beast to the Menagerie.
That would only slow me down.
I can think of only one reason why Piety would be here. She's interested in the sickness that pervades this place, the corruption that raises the dead and twists the wildlife into aberrations. Go
This should put a dent in your arrogance.
Life and death live side by side. This is a strange land.
Over here, Exile. This land is crawling with vermin. Eight-legged, no-legged, and everything in between. Life here has become twisted and hateful, and it's eating Rayclast alive. Unless we do something about it, unless we clear away this infestation, nature doesn't stand a chance while it has creatures like that at its throat. You want to make an impression around here? I've a certain pack of vermin in mind. A truly twisted and ravenous lot. They range across quite a large territory, so be prepared to cover some ground. Hunt them down wherever they might be and put an end to them. To help you out, I'm going to share a little trick with you. A bit of thaumaturgical tracking that I picked up during my time here in Rayclast. If your quarry is nearby, it'll point you in their direction. The whole thing stinks of corruption, I know. But sometimes you have to behave like the animal you want to kill.
Merveil dwells in the caves beyond the wrecks, at the head of Siren's Cove. Leave her be, and we can only hope that she continues to return the favor. Take care.
You hear that? That's the sound of nature taking its first decent breath in far too long. The more vermin we turn into fertilizer, the more nature can breathe and grow in peace. Come see me when you're next in the forest encampment. I can always use a good color.
Smelling of beast and blood, a master hunter seeks aid.
One rung closer to the top of the food chain.
Calm stands before us and looks out to the raging sea. He sings, calls, screams to our ancestors to come to our aid. He offers them gifts of old, a feast of heart and mind, muscle and marrow, cooked in the fire and rock of this angry land. We have not practiced these ways in so many years. Only in the darkest of times, most desperate of times, do we perform these oldest of rituals. Only here and now may we sacrifice and consume our own. Only in our king can we trust this return to our ancient selves.
Frankly, I would have been surprised if you hadn't recognized me. Yes, 'tis I, Captain Sigmund Fairgraves, wave-tamer, pirate bane, and conveyor of civilization to barbaric lands. So, what am I doing here, apart from blowing my own bugle? I'm marooned, languishing, thanks to a pair of pretty blue eyes. Stuck fast in the filthy mud of Rayclast, thanks to one sultry little slave girl. I liberated her from the flesh pits of Trathus, and she repaid me in full with sleight of hand and swift feet. Turned the coat of my first mate, took my hard-earned Allflame, and with it the wind out of me sails. Find my Allflame, I beg of you. Until I feel its warmth again, I'm trapped here, high and dry, until the sun's final setting. My loveliest neighbor in this most salubrious of neighborhoods. Facing Mervale and finding my Allflame are two mutually exclusive endeavors. I'd much prefer you to live to see your errand fulfilled, although it is possible that my wayward slave girl fell prey to one of Mervale's slithering progeny. If that be the case, you look resourceful enough to handle a tentacled wench or two. But if Mervale herself has my flame, be very wary. That necklace of hers provides the old siren with some subtle wiles indeed.
Calm is gone. Our king has taken our finest 500 warriors and descended into the depths of Rayclast. He spoke to us of a vision, a gift from the ancestors. Calm has been deceived. The vision was a gift from the Black Spirit. It has conquered Calm. The Black Spirit has conquered the Karui way. Hyri has made ready her canoes. We will take those that are left, 500 forgotten families, and carry them back to their true homes, back to Ngā Maka Nui. Calm's promises have led us into nightmare. Hyri will lead us back to the dawn.
Beauty will grow from your remains.
My Allflame. My blessed, damned Allflame. Oh, you want your moment in the firelight now, do you? Unfortunately, necessity is what it is, and for the Allflame to give life, it must first be kindled with life. And since suitable kindling is in short supply around these parts, I have little option but to make do with what I have. Namely, you. Please understand.
You were a good man in a bad situation, Fairgraves. That would only slow me down.
Fairgraves was a good man, a fine explorer. He opened the door to many a new world, for better or for worse, usually for worse when it came to the natives. There's some peace in the knowledge that he now rests where he should. Let's not speak of Fairgraves again, shall we? He was an inspiration to many. 'Twould be a shame to spoil a good hero.
If you must take your chances with the siren, then have this. It may be of some help. But please, know that you don't have to do this. Tarkley and I are getting used to having you around.